Hey Patty, how you doing?
Pretty good. And yourself?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well. So I met you over here at Pearl Street, and you work for the now famous, which is really important, 211 hotline.
I do. I do. I don't represent the company specifically. However, I have been working for them for a few months now, and it's a really great program.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about 211 because a lot of people haven't really used it or know about it yet.
Okay, so basically, Mass 211 is a phone hotline that helps with basic human needs, children, youth, and families needs, um, helping with work initiatives, physical and mental health. It provides emergency services and as well as support for seniors.
Wow. So how did you get into working for 211 hotline?
Well, I was looking actually for something that I could do with my degree in early childhood education that wasn't directly working with children but was impactful to the community.
So what do you find like with people call in? What do you find are like their needs usually that they're looking for?
Most recently, I'm finding a lot of needs. So I work in the child care department specifically, and what I primarily do is process applications for child care vouchers. As many people might know, there is a long wait list for child care vouchers, and it can be difficult for people to access information and be able to apply for those themselves. So we're kind of like a middleman for the state to help them process those applications and ensure that they receive the assistance they need. Though a lot of my calls lately have also had other service needs, like rent assistance, heating assistance. Some people are being evicted from their homes. As we know, with inflation and the way the economy has been, there have been there's been a rise in homelessness, as well as, like we also are handling a lot of immigration and assisting people with being able to have a place to stay, find work, things like that.
So that's amazing. Like people being able to call in and you can help them access these resources. What are you seeing as far as the resources? Are they getting overburdened? Like are the shelter systems getting filled up? What's going on with all that?
I am seeing a lot of need for finding shelter outside of just, people's immediate area. I am seeing a rise in people just needing to find housing in general. And like I said, a lot of people, because they're being evicted from their homes, we're having a lot of raft applications. I don't know if it's commonly known that the housing wait list is it's a multi-year wait list. I've heard around 8 years to receive housing, and there is a general application. However, that isn't as maybe impactful as the state had hoped it would be, for a few different reasons that I can't exactly describe, but it is like overloaded. Our need for help is overloaded for people.
So if people call in and if they're unhoused, I'm sure like children and families take precedence. And then what if there's, like there's no housing available? How do you go about helping people find the different resources so that they can get shelter housing or something? Do they have to move to a different area? How does that work?
Some people do have to move a different area. I do know personally, from working with somebody that I know personally, that they are currently moving across the state to another shelter location right now. And it is incredibly impactful because if they had begun the process of, employment in their area, then they're starting all over again, basically.
So they seek shelter first and employment after, even if they're already employed and they can't afford to live.
Yeah, pretty much.
So like this is all over the state then. 211, like it works with all these different resources all over the state.
Yes.
How do you find all the resources? Is there like like some type of computer program or like a resource guide that you use?
I can't say whether it's proprietary. However, I can state that we do have a database that is updated frequently with resources across the community that we're able to access to meet people's needs.
Okay. So like this is really good. Like a lot of people are going to learn from this, and I'm sure people will be sharing this with others and letting people know to call 211 if they need assistance. Is there anything that you want to share about your reason for getting in this field and working, with children and families and people that struggle in society?
Well, as a child myself, we did struggle a lot growing up. I've also, had experience with the foster care system, foster care network, both as a family member who has taken in foster children, as well as being a foster parent myself. So I've always just wanted to help people, and I want to make an impact in the world. And I feel that having people's basic needs met first really does help them to become the best that they can be, regardless of their needs, regardless of their backgrounds. My what makes me very sad is to see so many people suffering in the community, and I want to see people succeed for themselves.
That's amazing, Patty. You are a beautiful person and you're doing amazing work. I just want to thank you today for taking the time and educating everybody on the 211 hotline, and I really appreciate you for what you're doing and your compassion for society, because without you, I think a lot of people would be in a bad place. So thank you so much.
Well, I'm very lucky to work with a wonderful team who have a lot of similar feelings that I do. Everybody who works for Mass 211 and the United Way just are full of compassion and care for the surrounding communities, and that's what really makes me, very proud to work here.
And I can attest to that because I have been utilizing, this has been my go-to for a lot of things, so it's amazing. Well, thank you so much, and you took your lunch break to talk to me, so I appreciate that.
Of course.
And I'll send you the information for this video. Will be on YouTube, so thank you.
All right, thank you.